The West Virginia State Police has two main functions, and that is the investigation of criminal violations and ensuring highway safety across the state. And as you can well imagine, our highway safety initiatives, we often receive a mixed response from the public. Some think there's better things that we could be doing with our time, and others still yet are completely and wholeheartedly behind our efforts to create a safer environment out here for motorists to drive on within and through our state. Our efforts to improve highway safety are completely selfless. We're creating a safer environment for all motorists, and that's our goal. However, to effectively do this, we must rely heavily on the support and the grants from the Governor's Highway Safety Program. These grants were not only given to the West Virginia State Police over the years, but they've also been given to other law enforcement agencies throughout the state. The funds available from these grants allow our troopers to work special patrols on their days off, during their vacation time, before a regular shift begins, or after a regular shift is ended. And typically these patrols last anywhere from 2 to 6 hours. Now each grant specifically details the type of patrols that have to be conducted, whether it be distracted driving enforcement, construction zone enforcement, or DUI enforcement. For the last couple of years, we've taken a targeted approach with these special patrols. I introduced you there to First Sergeant Chris Zirkle, who's the Director of Traffic Records, and he and his staff have been reviewing information and reviewing areas where there's a high DUI or high fatality rate across the state, and they've been encouraging that these patrols be conducted in those areas. Furthermore, we try to conduct these patrols on holidays or during peak traveling seasons and during peak traveling hours, such as when people are commuting back and forth from work. Now ideally, we'd like to have 0 fatalities each year in West Virginia, and that's a goal that we're going to continue to pursue. For you see, the horrors that are associated with these fatal crashes, they don't end immediately following impact at the scene, nor does it end once the roadway is cleaned up. In fact, it's just beginning for many, including law enforcement. Law enforcement officers have to go to these families and notify them that one of their family members is now deceased. So can you imagine going to someone's home and telling them that their loved one has been killed and won't be returning home? I can just tell you that that's absolutely one of the most difficult tasks that we perform as West Virginia State Troopers. With that being said, today I bring you some promising news. We believe our efforts to improve highway safety are leading to positive results. In 2012, law enforcement agencies across the state reported 339 fatalities in 318 fatal car crashes. In 2013, the number dropped slightly to 332 fatalities and 305 fatal car crashes. And in 2014, we experienced a significant reduction in both fatalities and fatal car crashes. There were 271 fatalities and 240 fatal crashes. Now, while there's still plenty of work to be done, we believe that an increased police presence on our roadways, coupled with a targeted approach to highway safety, improves the environment for all motorists throughout the state. Now, today, the West Virginia State Police would like to thank the Governor's Highway Safety Program, the West Virginia Department of Transportation, and all the other law enforcement agencies throughout the state for continually working with us as we do our best to prevent additional families from receiving notice that their loved one died due to either their own or someone else's reckless and irresponsible behavior on the roadways.